Hi guys, how are you? I'm Robin, welcome back to my channel. Now this year, 2016, has been a pretty big one for me in terms of experimenting with different skincare products. Now I'm in a very fortunate position in that I get sent quite a lot of products to try and to see what works. And as a result, I've really worked out the perfect routine for me and my skin type. So in this video, I'm going to show you the products that I use and how I use it for skin that's clean, clear and bright. Skincare is a really personal thing and it's all about seeing what works for you and your skin type. But I thought maybe just showing you what I do might give you a few tips and tricks, or maybe even suggest some products for you. And I should say guys, a lot of the products that I'm featuring here are slightly more expensive, but I have, where possible, given cheaper alternatives, and absolutely everything that I'm talking about is in the description below. So I start my morning skincare routine in the shower and I first use Clinique charcoal face wash. Now I've spoken about charcoal face washes before and they're great, especially if your skin is slightly oilier. They get right into the pores to remove any excess oil and also dirt, and this one is particularly good at softening any facial hair, especially before shaving. Now I use this at the same time with the Clinique Sonic Purifying Brush, and guys, I should say I've always avoided these sort of sonic brushes before because I've seen so many guys on YouTube featuring them and they've all been featuring the same sponsored product and I kind of got put off it. But guys, I was sent this one, I'm not being sponsored, and I've been trying it for the last 6 months and I do absolutely love it. It is slightly more expensive, it's more like £70, but I've really noticed that it's brightened my skin. Now the dark, firmer bristles at the top unclog pores, and the softer ones slightly further down cleanse and also soften the skin. Now this goes automatically for 30 seconds and then it switches off, but I use it about twice, so for a minute. And guys, you can recharge it, it's by USB and it is waterproof, so you can use it in the shower. Now guys, if you're looking for cheaper alternatives, these are quite pricey, then I would always recommend the L'Oreal Men Expert range. These are products I featured before, I think back in 2014. One is the charcoal face wash and the second one is the Pure Power Exfoliator. Once I'm finished in the shower, I pat dry my skin and get ready for moisturizing. Now if I'm having a really relaxed day, then I use the Oil Eliminator Moisturizer by Kiehl. Now like any moisturizer, this hydrates the skin, but it also controls the shine, which is perfect for me because I do have that slightly oilier T-zone. It's also infused with mint, so it's really fresh and soft on the skin, and it's also free from parabens and sulfates. Now that's for those sort of down days, but if I'm having a day where I'm either going out to meet people or I'm filming, then there's two products that I combine and use together. The first is Lab Series BB Tinted Moisturizer and the second is Tom Ford's Bronzing Gel. Now you can obviously use these separately, but I really like what it does together. You get the protection from the Lab Series and you get the slight bronzing properties from the Tom Ford. Now the Lab Series product is an SPF of 35, which means it is going to protect your skin against the elements, and it's also got a slight tint to it. But because it's a BB cream, it means that the colour is going to adapt to your natural skin shade. Guys, I like to go slightly darker on my skin because I am so pale. So what I do is get a couple of drops of that Tom Ford Bronzing Gel, stick it into the moisturizer. You can put this into any old moisturizer or you can put it straight on your skin. I rub them together and then I get it straight onto the skin. So I put it for even coverage across my forehead, my nose, onto my cheeks, right down onto my neck, and I also put it across my ears. Again, a cheaper alternative to the moisturizer that I'm using, and probably the most comparable to that Kiehl's one, is L'Oreal Pure Matte Moisturizing Gel. Now this again is great for guys that have got slightly oilier skin. It's really light on the skin and is perfect for taking off that shine, but also providing hydration. Now I like to boost and also define my eyebrows because I like to attract the attention around my eyes, especially if I'm filming. And a product that I use for that is the Tom Ford Brow Gel. Now this again is slightly more expensive and something, a little bit of a hack for you. If you want to do this but want to go for something totally cheaper, is to grab a comb and also a hairspray, do a light mist of the hairspray onto the comb and then just brush through your eyebrows, and this will just fix them into place. Now the final thing that I do with my skin is something that I really only ever do if I'm feeling particularly tired, dehydrated or hungover, because that does happen, and that's to put a little bit of eye cream just under my eyes just to kind of plump it up again and rehydrate. And one of my favorites is by Kiehl's. Now this has got vitamin A in it, it's also got fatty acids, and it's also got avocado oil. Now you take just a very small bit of it and you put it onto your ring finger. Now that's because that is actually the softest finger in terms of pressure. And then you just tap it underneath your eye very gently. Now a few of you in past videos have asked, what's that bright thing under my eyes that you can see in the videos? And that would be that. That's me trying to look slightly more human. Now that's generally the last thing that I'll do. I'll go out, do whatever I do in the day. This is just a sort of average day. And then when I get home and before I get ready for bed, I then start to do my nighttime routine, and that's super simple. The first thing I use is DHC cleansing oil. Now this is a really great treatment, and it's one that I totally swear by and I've recommended to friends who now love it too. You just need 1 pump of this oil, which has got olive oil in it, put it straight onto your skin, and it dissolves absolutely everything off the skin. Well, everything that you don't need anyway. Your nose will still be there, I promise. And it'll just take it all off, and then you just rinse your face. This is really great for unclogging pores, but it doesn't make your skin feel tight, it just keeps it really fresh. The very final thing that I do before going to bed is to moisturize, and there's a few things that I've used, but the thing that I kind of keep on going back to is Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. Now this is too creamy for me to use during the day because my skin is slightly oilier, so it does give me a slight shine, but it's perfect for night. Just get a little bit of that cream onto the surface of the skin, and it just absorbs throughout the time that I'm sleeping. And then by the time that I wake up in the morning, my skin's nice and bright and hydrated, ready for the day. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Maybe you've picked up a few tips and tricks, or maybe even some products that you're gonna try yourself. If you did enjoy this one and you've not yet pressed subscribe, then press subscribe. It's there or it's down there. It is free, and it just means you're gonna see all my new videos as soon as they go live. But I'm gonna see you in my next new one, which will be Thursday. Bye bye.